Did you know that 67% of sales are lost because salespeople fail to follow up? Or that 44% of salespeople give up after just one no? It's shocking, right? Closing a sale is not just about having a great product, it's about understanding the psychology of why people hesitate to buy. In this video, we're diving into the 6 reasons people don't buy and how to overcome them. From confusing pitches to price shocks and trust gaps, we'll uncover exactly what's stopping you from making the sale and, more importantly, how you can turn it around. If you want to close more deals, boost your sales success, and avoid these common pitfalls, keep watching. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to break down every barrier that's holding you back from closing your next sale. Let's get started. Chapter 1. The invisible wall. When your pitch misses the mark. When you're trying to close a sale, it all starts with your pitch. If your message doesn't resonate, you're building an invisible wall between you and your potential buyer. This wall is often the result of not truly understanding the customer's needs. According to research by HubSpot, 69% of buyers say they are more likely to buy from a salesperson who truly listens. If you're not listening and just pushing your product, that wall will only get taller. A common mistake is focusing too much on what your product can do rather than how it can help the buyer. Your pitch should not be a monologue, it should be a conversation. Take time to ask questions and listen actively. Make the conversation about your customer, not about you. Think of it this way: if you're speaking at your customer, they may be hearing you, but they're not listening. It's essential to understand their pain points and speak to those directly. By doing so, you'll connect your offer to their specific needs, making it much easier to close the deal. Unique fact: according to Forbes, 60% of customers prefer to buy from a company that offers personalized experiences. By personalizing your pitch to match their problems, you're already one step ahead. And this doesn't mean just using their name. Talk about their challenges and how your product can be the solution. The key strategy here is to tailor your pitch. It's not enough to have a great product, it's about connecting the dots for your customer. People want to feel understood and that their needs are important. This is how you break down that invisible wall. Chapter 2. Trust vacuum. How to fill the gaps that lead to doubts. Trust is the foundation of every sale. If your potential customer doesn't trust you, they won't buy from you. According to the Edelman Trust Barometer, 81% of customers say that trusting a brand is a deciding factor in their buying decision. If trust is missing, no pitch or offer will make a difference. So, how do you fill this trust vacuum? Start by being transparent. Customers can easily detect when something feels off or too good to be true. In a world where honesty is often rare, transparency stands out. Share real reviews, give behind-the-scenes looks, and be open about how your product works. Leverage social proof. When people see others using your product and benefiting from it, it creates a ripple effect. In fact, according to Nielsen, 92% of people trust recommendations from friends, family, and even online reviews. This shows that trust is often built by seeing others trust you first. A great strategy is to showcase testimonials and case studies. Don't just say your product works, show how it's worked for others. Take the time to feature real customers who have found success with your offering. Testimonials add credibility and can turn a hesitant customer into a loyal one. Another way to build trust is through consistency. Deliver the same message across all touchpoints. Whether it's your website, social media, or in-person meetings, a consistent brand voice reassures customers that you're reliable and professional. Don't forget the importance of follow-up. After your pitch, keep the communication going. Send helpful resources, answer any questions, and keep your potential buyers engaged. A strong follow-up shows that you genuinely care about solving their problem, not just making a sale. Chapter 3. The confusion trap. When clarity is your superpower, confusion is a killer when it comes to closing sales. If your customer doesn't fully understand what you're offering, they're not going to buy. In fact, 76% of consumers say that if a brand's message is unclear, they won't engage with the company at all. This highlights how important it is to make your message crystal clear. The first step to avoiding confusion is simplicity. Don't overcomplicate your pitch with jargon or too much detail. According to a study by McKinsey, Businesses that simplify their customer communications increase their chance of conversion by 70%. A simpler message makes it easier for your buyer to understand the value of your product. Also, use visuals. People process visual information 60,000 times faster than text, which means infographics, charts, or simple product demos can clarify your message in seconds. A visual representation helps your customer instantly see how your product works and the benefits it provides. Next, avoid giving too many options. While it might feel like offering everything under the sun will satisfy all needs, it can overwhelm the buyer. A study by Sheena Iyengar, a psychologist, showed that customers are more likely to make a decision when presented with fewer choices. Too many options lead to decision fatigue, and your buyer may walk away instead of making a decision. Another trick to avoid confusion is to break down your offer into digestible steps. Explain the process clearly. What happens after they buy, what support they can expect, and how long it will take to see results. The clearer the steps, the easier it is for your customer to say yes. A good tip is to use analogies that resonate with your customer's experience. It's easier for people to understand something unfamiliar when they can relate it to something they already know. Analogies simplify complex ideas and make them more digestible. The clearer your message, the quicker you can turn a potential buyer into a customer. Keep things simple, visual, and direct, and you'll be able to avoid the confusion trap that holds people back from making a purchase. If you're finding this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss the next chapters that will boost your sales game. Chapter 4. Timing is everything. Why waiting too long can lose the deal. In sales, timing is more important than many entrepreneurs realize. You can have the perfect pitch, the best product, and the most trust, but if you don't act at the right moment, the sale will slip through your fingers. Research shows that the chances of selling to a lead decrease by 400% if you wait just 1 hour to follow up after an initial contact. Why is timing so critical? People have limited attention spans. Once someone shows interest, you need to act fast before their interest wanes. According to a study by Inside Sales, 35–50% of sales go to the vendor that responds first. If you're not quick enough, your competitor likely will be, and that can make all the difference. Creating a sense of urgency is a great strategy for overcoming hesitation. You don't need to pressure the buyer. Instead, frame your offer in a way that makes them realize the consequences of inaction. For example, if you sign up today, you'll get 30% off. Works because it shows that waiting could cost them more. However, urgency must feel authentic. People can spot a fake urgency a mile away. A great example of effective urgency comes from Amazon's "Only X left in stock" message. It makes the buyer feel that if they don't act now, they'll miss out on something valuable. Another way to time your approach is by using soft deadlines. Offering a deadline that's not too far out but still creates a sense of immediacy. A study by the Journal of Consumer Research found that people are more likely to make a decision when they perceive time is running out. Don't just rely on discounts. Create urgency through added value like bonuses, exclusive content, or free shipping for limited periods. This adds a sense of scarcity to the offer without needing to drastically lower the price. The trick is balancing urgency with respect for the buyer's decision-making process. If you push too hard, it can backfire. If you don't push enough, the sale might stall. Timing, like any good sale, is an art. Get it right, and the deal will be yours. Chapter 5. The Price Paradox. How to overcome sticker shock. Price is one of the biggest barriers in any sale. A customer may love your product, but if they think it's too expensive, the deal's off. It's known as sticker shock, and it's a real issue that many salespeople face. According to the National Retail Federation, 49% of consumers cite price as the primary reason they don't buy a product. But what if your product truly offers great value? How do you overcome the price barrier without lowering your price? First, it's crucial to communicate the value effectively. Show customers what they're getting for the price they're paying. Highlight the long-term benefits, durability, or premium features that justify the cost. One strategy is to use the concept of cost per use instead of just listing the total price. For example, if you're selling a high-end blender, instead of focusing on the upfront cost, focus on how much it will save them in the long run by making healthy meals at home. By breaking the price down this way, the upfront cost doesn't seem so daunting. Additionally, positioning your product in a higher price tier with added value can make it feel less expensive. Customers tend to gravitate toward mid-range items when presented with 3 pricing options. According to research from MIT, the decoy effect shows that offering a higher-priced option makes the middle price seem more reasonable, increasing the likelihood of a sale. Another approach is to offer flexible payment options. People often hesitate when they see a large price tag because they can't visualize the purchase as part of their everyday budget. By breaking down the payment into smaller, more manageable chunks, it becomes psychologically easier to say yes. Finally, never underestimate the power of offering a money-back guarantee. When customers feel like they have nothing to lose, the price becomes less of a concern. It's a tactic that takes away the fear of commitment, making them feel secure in their decision. The key to overcoming sticker shock isn't lowering the price, it's communicating why the price is justified and making the customer feel they're getting real value. Chapter 6. Fear of the unknown. How to eliminate decision fatigue. Fear of making the wrong decision is one of the most common reasons people don't buy. Decision fatigue is real. Research by the Journal of Consumer Research found that the more decisions people make, the worse they get at making them. This means that customers might hesitate to buy, not because they don't want your product, but because they are overwhelmed by the decision-making process. The first step in eliminating decision fatigue is to remove unnecessary options. While choices are important, too many can be paralyzing. A study from Columbia University found that consumers are more likely to make a purchase when they have fewer options to choose from. Offering a streamlined, clear choice makes the buying process easier. Another great tactic is to offer a risk-free trial or guarantee. This tactic directly addresses the fear of making the wrong choice. If they're not happy, they can get their money back. It's a win-win, and it reduces the fear of regret. According to a study by Bain & Company, customers are 60% more likely to buy if they know there's a satisfaction guarantee. Don't forget the power of social proof in reducing fear. When potential buyers see that others have made a decision and are happy with it, it builds confidence. Sharing reviews, testimonials, or case studies helps show that others have made the leap and were satisfied with the results. You can also guide the customer through the decision-making process. Instead of overwhelming them with every detail, focus on the key points that matter most to them. Be clear about how your product will solve their problem, and reassure them that they're making the right choice. Another strategy is to position the decision as a win-win. Instead of presenting it as a risky purchase, show the customer how it will benefit them, regardless of the outcome. For example, you might say, "This is a risk-free investment in your business growth," which reframes the decision as something positive. The bottom line is that decision fatigue and fear of the unknown are big obstacles. By simplifying the decision process, reducing risks, and offering reassurance, you can help your customers feel confident in their choice and close the deal with ease. If you enjoyed these strategies and want to learn even more, make sure to subscribe for more tips that can skyrocket your sales success.